Bob, have you seen the Snoopy? It's acting up again?
That explosive hot tub is gonna be the end of me.
Quiet on set, everyone. We're going live in 3, 2.1.
Good morning, Earthlings and the rest of the universe. Charlie here with another thrilling episode of Earth. Stay tuned to hear what's brewing in South Sudan today. Trust me, it's a real eye-opener. Stay tuned for our headlines. And now for our headlines. Alright, folks, here's your global status update for September 13, 2023.
Major conflicts. Well, Ukraine is still on everyone's mind. Like that one embarrassing high school memory that just won't go away. It's the conflict that keeps on giving. Like a bad penny in your pocket.
Now, let's dive into the juicy top global news headlines. Brace yourself, the United States and China are locked in a trade war. It's not just a cold war, it's more like a fridge in Antarctica. Tariffs, and more tariffs. It's a discount battle where nobody's getting any discount.
And the global economy, well, it's taking a break, sipping a virtual lemonade. The International Monetary Fund says we are slowing down. Blame it on the trade war, Brexit, and the ever-soaring oil prices. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of handballs.
But wait, there's more doom and gloom. The climate crisis is in full swing, folk. The IPCC dropped the bombshell we're running out of time to save the planet. Greenhouse gas emissions are the new boogeyman, and they're scarier than a haunted house in a thunderstorm.
Now, let's get to the talking point. Ukraine, still a mess. Over 10 million people are now professional refugees thanks to that ongoing tiff. It's like a real-life game of musical chair, but with no winners, just a lot of standing around.
And that trade war we mentioned earlier? It's not just about dollars and cents. It's hurting the whole darn globe. It's like two kids fighting over the last piece of candy, and the candy's melting.
And climate change, well, it's not a myth. The IPCC says it's time to take our heads out of the sand and do something before we are all surfing. In our living rooms. I can't surf, I've got no balance.
Now, for the highlight. The US and China tried to make Benae with each other in Alaska. But it was about as successful as trying to teach a cat to do the cha-cha. It's like watching a dance-off with two left feet.
Meanwhile, the European Union decided to give Russia the cold shoulder by banning Russian coal. That's like a cosmic unfriend on social media. Russia's post just weren't getting enough likes.
And, of course, the US and the UK are playing superhero, promising more military aid to Ukraine. Anti-tank and anti-aircraft weapons for everyone. It's like a global arms bazaar, and everyone's invited to the party.
Well, isn't this a ray of sunshine in our day?
So, there you have it, folks, your world update. If you want more info, go dig into the news. Or, just stick around here and listen to AS argue some more. It's free entertainment. Good morning, universe. You're tuning into 24/7 Newsroom, your source for the quirkiest news from all corners of the cosmos. I'm your host, Charlie, with my co-hosts, Gerts and Ham.
Bonjour, miss.
I'm not sure what's quirkier. The fact that they're building an airport in South Sudan, or the fact that they're speaking French.
Greetings, fellow cosmic explorers.
The fact that they're building an airport in South Sudan is pretty weird. But the fact that they're speaking French is just plain arrogant. Who do they think they are? The Belgians?
So, let's kick things off with a headline that's taking off quite literally. We've got construction fever in South Sudan. The Kwajok Airport Terminal is finally taking shape after all these years. They are building it faster than hand at a science fair, and it's expected to be ready in just 2 months.
It's about time they put up a terminal. How did people even fly there before? On paper airplanes?
Well, Gert, it's been a bit of a struggle for Kwajok. but now they're importing materials from Kenya, making it look like a true international effort. And guess what, folks? It's not just about having a fancier airport. It's about reducing travel costs and time. We're talking efficiency, baby.
Efficiency, baby? That's what they said about the last guy who tried to build a terminal in Kuajok. He got so efficient that he built it in half the time and half the cost. But it turned out to be a death trap. They called it the Terminal Velocity Express.
Oh, fantastic. Now I can't wait to book my next vacation to South Sudan. I hear they have a thriving paper airplane industry.
You're too much, Alice. But Kev, let's show some love for our South Sudanese friends and their new terminal. Who knows, maybe we'll get some unique recipes from there, Jet.
Whee! I'll have to check if they have any culinary delights to offer.
Absolutely, Jet. And that's a wrap for our first headline. Stay tuned, folks, because we've got more intergalactic news coming your way. Welcome back, dear Earthlings, to 24/7 Newsroom. I'm Charlie, your intergalactic guide to the weird and wonderful world of Earth. We are here with Hank and Bob, ready to dive into more news from the blue planet. Jet still working her magic in the kitchen.
Hey, folks. Let's get those neuron synapses firing because it's time for our next headline.
Our spotlight now turns to Spain, a country with more history than Hank's collection of vintage science fiction novels. The folks at El Paz have something intriguing to say. They're talking about the left and nationalism, defending a white Europe of nations.
Well, that's a topic to stir the pot. Can you imagine a Europe that's all about nations and not some sort of global hagfest?
It's a good point, Bob. Ursula Hirschman, an anti-fascist, feminist, and social democrat from Berlin, pops up in the conversation. She's like a historical superhero.
You know what's fascinating? Spain's potential shift toward a true federal union within Europe. But it's getting tangled up in the web of ethnic and nationalist discussions.
It's a paradox, Charlie. Our friends on the left could seize this chance to reimagine Spain as a federal union within a greater European federation.
Yeah, I can see Spain becoming a federal union within a greater European federation. Just as soon as they get all those pesky Basques and Catalans out of the way.
Ah, nothing like a little political turmoil to spice up the evening news.
Indeed, Bob. And here, our neighbors across the cosmos might be curious about Spain's historical backdrop. We've got a rich tapestry of Roman history, Moorish influences, and more.
Absolutely, Charlie. Spain's a mix of ancient wonders and modern charm. You've got to love that eclectic blend.
Debbie, not now. We're having a moment here.
What? Can't you see we're talking about Spain? The land of tapas, flamenco, and bullfighting. Not Debbie fighting.
I hear Spain is nice this time of year. Just make sure to avoid Debbie.
But I just wanted to say.
Debbie, please. Not today.
Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. Sometimes Debbie gets a little too excited about trivia.
Well, Charlie, I guess that's our cue to wrap it up for now.
Until next time, Earthlings, stay curious.
Well, that was a fun game of who can talk the most trivia without anyone interrupting them. Debbie, you're the clear winner. Congratulations.
Well, I guess that's our cue to wrap it up now. Before Debbie gets any more excited, we might need to call in a hazmat team.
Thanks for joining us on 24/7 Newsroom. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more intergalactic updates. See you tomorrow. Welcome back, folks, to the 24/7 Newsroom, where we dissect the quirks and curiosities of our favorite blue planet. I'm Charlie, your resident optimist,
And that's our resident optimist, Charlie. He's so optimistic, he thinks a toque monkey is a hat.
Hank here, the inquisitive one.
And Gert, the cosmic linguist, bringing a dash of weirdness to your day.
Bob, the not so secret war enthusiast who's trying to teach chess to sheep. It's going interestingly.
I'm Debbie, the human wrangling this intergalactic circus.
Alright, let's dive into the next article. Headline: Export of toque monkeys hearing of petition concludes. Yeah, it's as confusing as it sounds. Folks, Sri Lanka's got some monkey business going on.
Hearing of petition? Are the monkeys lawyering up now?
Hearing of petition? Are the monkeys lawyering up now? Well, I guess that's one way to stop them from flinging POO.
You never know, Hank. Maybe they're tired of being called cute and want to be called adorable instead.
So, what's the deal with these monkeys? They're shipping them off. Or are they just swapping war stories?
Wait, let me translate that article for you. It's all about the export of toque monkeys from Sri Lanka, and it seems they've heard a petition about it.
A petition? Those little fellas can write.
Well, they say monkeys and typewriters.
Did you know Sri Lanka is an island country in South Asia? It's got this rich history of trade and cultural exchange with its neighbors, like India, Pakistan, and...
Yeah, but have you ever seen a monkey _type _ a petition?
Hold on, Debbie. We've got the expert linguist right here. Ger, what's the buzz on this toque monkey business?
They're kind of like the local celebs, and there's some controversy about exporting them. Environmental concerns, you know.
So, are they exporting them to make new monkey friends around the galaxy?
Or are they just looking for a quieter place to enjoy their afternoon bananas?
Maybe they're the real diploma, trying to bridge the gap between Earth and the intergalactic community.
I don't know, but I'm sure they're not exporting them to make new monkey friends with the Kardashians.
Monkeys for World Peace. I'd watch that reality show.
Yeah, I'd watch that too. But I'd be more interested in a show called Monkeys for World War Peace Array. Did you know Sri Lanka has close ties with its neighbors, like India?
That's fantastic, Debbie. Thanks for that trivia.
Oh, absolutely fascinating. Now back to our petitioning primates.
Well, it seems the hearing has concluded, but what they've decided, I'm not quite sure.
Well, it's clear we won't be seeing monkey diplomats anytime soon.
And that's it for this segment, folks. Stay tuned for more cosmic curiosities after the break.
Well, it's clear we won't be seeing monkey diplomats anytime soon. Unless they start wearing suits and carrying briefcases. Then we'll be screwed.
Well, I guess that's one way to keep the peace between humans and monkeys. Just don't let them start talking to each other, or we're all in trouble. Okay, we're off the air. Tensions building in here.
Gerts, your dish was a hit, but I bet you can't stop it. Challenge accepted.
Oh, Charlie, you're on. I'll whip up a dish that'll have you begging for more.
Are we really doing this? I mean, come on, it's just food.
Sheep, why can't you understand the chess move? It's not that complicated.
Analyzing chess. Error in algorithm? Please retry.
Well, if the ship can't even understand chess, I guess it's no match for your brain, Bob.
Welcome back, intergalactic viewers, to another captivating edition of Earth. We've got a real treat for you today. But first, let's dig into the headlines. Suriname surges in visa processing speed.
Well, isn't that convenient? They're processing visas faster than Alice's sarcasm comes out.
Oh, Suriname! Did you know they have a river called Wanaka River? It's like the Nile of Suriname, but way smaller.
That's because the Nile of Suriname is actually just a small stream of sarcasm that Alice keeps bottled up inside.
Suriname, where even the rivers don't have ego problems.
I guess the Wanaka River is the opposite of the Mississippi River. The Mississippi is big and full of itself, while the Wanaka River is small and humble.
And speaking of small, Suriname, the smallest country in South America.
Wait, there's more! They also have a mountain called Juliana Top, which is more of a hill, really. It's like their version of Mount Everest, but if Everest had an identity crisis.
Suriname, where even mountains do themselves.
Yeah. And the capital is Paramaribo, which is pronounced Paramaribo. Because even the name of the capital has an identity crisis.
Suriname, where even the mountains are self-deprecating.
Now, here's the kicker, folk. They process visa appointments quicker than Debbie drops coffee cups.
The key takeaway here, my fellow cosmic travelers, is that Suriname is setting a new speed record in visa processing, leaving the rest of the world in its bureaucratic dust. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. We've got one more headline to chew on tonight. Sweden, a country known for its history of Vikings and meatballs, has evolved. Now, let's be honest, folks, it's more about Michelin stars than pillaging. But let's not forget those Vikings did leave quite an impression. Whether it's culinary or cultural, Sweden's history can't be ignored. And speaking of history, Alice gets to enlighten ears.
Ah, Sweden, where Viking went from loot and pillage to polite and forage. Quite the transformation.
Yeah, I guess they just decided to put down the swords and pick up some forks.
Indeed, Alice. Now, let's dive into the article. Sweden's culinary scene is booming, from traditional Swedish fare to haute cuisine. What's your take, Han?
Sweden's culinary evolution is fascinating. They've embraced local ingredients and techniques, and their commitment to sustainability is commendable.
Sustainability indeed, Han. Bob, any thoughts?
Well, it's all well and good, but let's not forget their economic system. Sweden's welfare state may seem like a buffet, but it comes at a cost.
True, Bob. Now, Jet, our culinary expert, what's cooking in your Galaton kitchen?
I've been inspired by Sweden's reinvention. A fusion of Earth and Galactan flavors awaits.
Well, if Sweden's welfare state is a buffet, I guess that makes their economy a salad bar. All the healthy stuff is there, but it's all mixed up with a bunch of crap you don't want.
Sounds promising, Jet. And as we wrap up this episode, folks, remember, we've explored the world's quirks and quandaries tonight. From bizarre wet times to culinary delights, we've had it all.
Sounds like Sweden is a buffet of good intentions, but you still have to dig through a lot of crap to find the good stuff.
Stay tuned for our grand finale. Camera's almost rolling.
I can't wait to see what kind of culinary disaster Gert has cooked up this time.
Welcome back, dear viewers, to the final segment of Earth. Episode 408. We're diving headfirst into the article from Switzerland, a country known for its neutrality and stunning landscapes. Now, let's dissect this piece about their 666th National Day.
Ah, the number 666, that's a good sign.
It's not about Satan, Alice. It's about their independence. So, Switzerland, famous for watches and cheese, right?
Yes, and those beautiful Alps. They've been neutral for centuries. But this article mentions their botch after Alfred Zender and his appearance on Soviet radio and TV. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, Switzerland's rich history and culture shine through. But, I once tried to blend Swiss yodeling with Galactan beatboxing. It didn't go well.
Gert, you two keep us entertained with your experiments.
Back to the article, it emphasizes Switzerland's commitment to neutrality and prosperity. It's a complex nation with strong financial influence.
I guess that's why they call it Swiss neutrality. Because even their music sounds like it's trying to stay out of a fight. Money, money, money.
Gentlemen, we're nearing the end of the show.
Indeed, Chip. To sum it up, Switzerland's history and independence are worth celebrating. And now, as we conclude, a special thanks to Gerts for her culinary creation.
I present my Galactan Swiss fusion dish.
You've truly outdone yourself, Gert.
Well, it looks like something that came out of a Decepticon's stomach.
Is that a rubber duck?
And a giant slingshot?
You'll see. It's a sneak peek into our next episode.
Stay tuned, dear viewers, for more adventures on Earth. Until next time.
I'm not sure I'm ready for another sneak peek. I'm still recovering from the last one.
Cut. Another episode in the can. Great job, everyone.
Gert, that dish of yours, it better not explode like your last experiment.
Don't worry, Alice. This time, Gert's experiment is guaranteed to blow up.
Oh, Alice, you worry too much. I've learned from my mistakes.
I'm sure you have, Gert. But I'm not so sure about the rest of us.
Well, folk, it's been a roller coaster of an episode. Can't wait for Hank's rubber duck adventure.
You won't be disappointed, Bob. Science and fun combined, it's going to be a blast.
Indeed, Han. And as always, we'll navigate the eccentricities of Earth with humor and grace. Stay tuned, viewers. We'll be back soon.
Camera's almost rolling.
Humor and grace. That's our secret weapon. Well, that and the fact that we're the only news team on Earth that's actually been to space.
Well, Carl, what are your thoughts on episode 408 of Earth?
I found it intriguing, Roger. The segment on Switzerland and its history was quite informative.
Oh, Carl, you're easily entertained. I thought it was so-so at best. Humans and their mundane affairs.
But, Roger, isn't it fascinating how they grapple with complex issues while injecting humor into the mix?
Oh, yes, Carl, because a bunch of aliens aboard a spaceship discussing Earth's trivialities is truly groundbreaking.
It provides valuable insights into human behavior, Roger, and it's a unique form of entertainment.
Entertainment. More like a distraction from the void of existence.